Most financial services, there's usually an application process. So if I'm applying for a loan or applying for insurance or applying for a novated lease, for example, I have to go through quite a complex application process. And my success of that application is really dependent on the information I provide. Some of that information is very hard. It may ask for historical transactional information or proof of ID, things like that. And people, the conversion rate of that application is often based on that person knowing how to complete it. So a good organization with people behind it will contact the person as they're going through the application and talk them through it and assist them. But they don't always need to. And it's also a very sensitive personal process. So some people may actually prefer to have a very intelligent chatbot help them through that process so they get the best outcome.
The information that it would have based on certain criteria of that person that fit other segments in their database may help them with completion of some of those documents. You live in this area, you work in this type of industry, things like that, that could then say, okay, it can start collecting that data to say, okay, your next step would be this based on that. Or it could quickly identify whether that person would be a person who would be able to get the financial loan or not, or be able to provide some other alternatives. So it's a much quicker process, I feel, in also getting to that point where the person's going to feel like, I just need to know whether I can or can't, because these days it's like, if I go through this whole process, I've just wasted like months of trying to get through it, and then all of a sudden I'm not eligible.
There are considerations, especially in financial services with AI powered processes. If you have an AI that is responsible for the approval on an application or a claim, it may be that there's bias in that. So I think organizations need to be very careful around how they prevent bias from those. They may bias against gender or bias against race based on historical data. The AI doesn't necessarily it doesn't discriminate, but it does discriminate based on data. So it can be quite dangerous. We saw the scandal of robo-debt, which was a huge example of where there was a massive impact of that. I wouldn't say it was AI, but it was a robotic automation that really discriminated against a lot of people and caused a lot of damage.